Hey guys, it's Drea. Today I have for you kind of a get ready with me / tutorial on the new BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette. I'm filming this in the beginning of August. This just launched last month, so I believe you can still get your hands on it from BH Cosmetics website. I'm not sure where else it's sold, but I'll put any links down below, as well as everything else that is on my face. But I'm just gonna kind of go through this look with you today. I wanted to have a lot of fun. This is the first time I use this palette, so I really wanted to experiment and create a really fun look, which is what I think this palette is all about. Look at this amazing packaging. I love this. It's so beautiful. So if you want to see how I did this, just keep watching. So I'm really excited to start using this Take Me Back to Brazil palette. The only thing is, even though it has so many pretty colors in it, it really doesn't have a good transition shade. So I'm just going to use Peach Smoothie from Makeup Geek out of my Z palette. And I'm just using a Chikuhodo GSN 10, which is just a really fluffy brush. You can use any fluffy brush at all. And I'm just putting that just above the crease. As you can tell, my eyes are already primed. I've already done my eyebrows. I'm gonna go into what I hope is gonna be a peachy shade right here. It's kind of like a peachy pink shade, and I want that to be my crease color. So I'm just going to use the Wayne Goss number 19 brush and just put that right in the crease. These are a little bit powdery, so I'm tapping off my brush as I go. I'm going to take a really stiff synthetic brush. This is just a Wet n Wild brush. And I'm going to use my MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and I'm going to do kind of a half cut crease look. So what I'm going to do is take this, kind of use it as concealer. You could use concealer too if you don't have MAC Painterly, that's no problem. And I'm just going to kind of carve out the shape that I want just in the first half of my eyelid. Going to go into this kind of, it looks like it's a satin. I've never used this palette before. I don't know if I said that. So we're just kind of winging this. This satin but neon kind of pink. And I'm going to just place that right on the area that I put the paint pot on. So it is coming off actually a little bit more like a matte, and it's not really as vibrant as I want it to be. So I'm going to go into this hot pink and see if that makes any difference at all. And just put that right on top of it. And yeah, that's a little bit better. And I am just using a flat shader brush. This is the MAC 239. You can use any flat shader brush you want. I'm going to take a fluffy brush, but one that's a little bit smaller than the first fluffy brush. And I'm just going to go right into that kind of, it's not the deepest purple, it's kind of a more magenta purple. I'm just going to work that into the outer V. I'm really not fully on board with these shadows yet. Like they definitely require a lot of building up. They're not super pigmented when they first go on. I want to build up that outer V a little bit more, so I'm going to use this dark purple. I'm just going to put it right on the same brush though, and I'm just going to put that right into the corner and just try to deepen that up. I'm still not fully satisfied with how this looks. I feel like I've had to do a lot of blending, and therefore I've kind of lost that sharp line that I wanted with the cut crease. So I'm kind of going to change tactics a little bit. What I'm going to do, sometimes I feel like when a purple isn't building up as much as you want it to, a good way to make it deepen is by adding a dark blue. So I'm just going to go into this blue right here on a little bit of a stiffer brush. This one is from Beauty Junkies. It's a Pro Detailer brush. And I'm just going to take some of that blue and place it right over the purple to try to deepen it up a little bit more. I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and clean up the edge because it's got pretty messy right here. So I'm just going to go in with the same brush that I was using before with the purple on it. I'm just going to add a little bit more, but tap it off real nice and good. And then I'm just going to get kind of messy with it and just, you know, blend it under my eye. As long as it's smoky, that's all that really matters. And then I'm just going to use a small pencil brush back into that deep kind of blue and just get a little bit more precise. Only taking it about halfway. So I wanted to incorporate a little bit of glitter. So I have this here. This is the Tarte Eye Jewels glitter liner and it's in the shade White Gold. I'm going to take the glittery side, and where I was going to do that kind of cut crease originally, I'm still going to do this. I think it should probably work. I'm going to take this from kind of not quite the inner corner, but a little bit above that, and just bring it right about to where the pink and purple are meeting in that line. Now the only thing I'm worried about is when my eyes close, this lid is a little bit heavy and it kind of sits on top of that. So I'm wondering if I should do it above that or not, if it might make a mess. If I end up making a mess of this whole video, you guys, this will be the point in time it'll happen. I'm just kind of trying to keep my eyes closed while this dries. I also want to do kind of a little bit of an accent right above the wing on the outer corner. So I'm going to try to be really precise and do that, and try not to have too much product on this brush. Okay, you guys, it did exactly what I thought it was gonna do. I didn't let it dry and I accidentally closed my eyes. So I'm going to take a Q-tip and just, it's dried now. So I'm gonna try to take this off. Hopefully it'll work. Okay, so it did get most of it off. I've just added a little bit more pink eyeshadow back to it. If I had my druthers, I would kind of try to clean it up a little bit more, but I'm really scared that I'm just gonna keep closing my eyes and having that happen over and over and over. So I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. So this is the final look, you guys, using this Take Me Back to Brazil palette from BH Cosmetics. This is a drugstore palette, so it's obviously a lower price point. I do think it takes a lot more working with than, let's say, the Sephora Pro Editorial palette. But then again, the Sephora palette is like $60 more than this or something like that anyway. But I do think this is a really fun palette to have if you're looking for a nice range of really, really, really bright colors. Let me know if you would like any more looks with this, because obviously I just kind of stuck to the pinks and purples today, but there's lots of greens and blues in here too, oranges. So there's so much you can do with this. I think this is such a fun summertime palette. Like, in fact, it would be a really good Halloween palette too, but you know, Halloween's only one day of the year. Summertime is the whole middle of the year. So I think this is really, really fun, but it was a little bit of a pain to work with. Anyway, I hope that you like this look that I came up with. Maybe if you want to recreate it, definitely tag me on social media. All of my social media is down below. And if you're new here, definitely subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. That helps me out so much. And that's it for today. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.